Hello, welcome to my first rant. It's been a long time since I've been involved actively in the men's rights movement, but I'm really encouraged that there's a number of websites and groups and amazing people out there doing great things. Paul Elam, John the Other, Voice for Men, National Coalition for Men. These are great groups. I'm really excited about the progress that we're making in the men's rights movement. Now, I have a sort of an idea right here. I'm going to kick it off right here. It's not easy for many of us in the men's rights movement to engage with the feminists. I mean, you could post comments, you could post on a blog, of course, but we don't really get many straight answers. Feminism, what is it? It means a million different things to so many different people. But ask the average person what they think feminism is. Well, I'm going to ask now. I'm going to ask the world right now. My first question, feminism, what is it? It should be that they believe in equal rights for men and women. Do they? I don't believe they do. I think, by and large, people who call themselves feminists, I think they believe in female privilege. And there's something wrong with men or something wrong with the patriarchy. The patriarchy, what is that? Because if there is one, somebody let me know where I could get in touch with these patriarchs, because I want to let them know I'm a man, and come on, give me my free stuff. Where's this big job I'm supposed to get in the patriarchy? Because I've been working hard all my life, and I've earned it all, pretty much. I had spoken to a family member, one family member, we got into it about feminism, and he seemed under the impression that feminists agree with shared parenting. And I told him, no, that's definitely not true. So feminists, organize groups, or just feminists in general, men and women, do you believe in shared parenting? That's a direct question. It's pretty simple. No need to explain. Pretty much yes or no. You could answer in a couple of sentences. Do you believe in shared parenting? Equality, equal treatment under the law of parents, man or woman. Next question. The draft. Now, as a men's rights activist, I've done my homework over the years. Most men's rights MRAs do their homework. I would say feminists generally don't even have any homework. Just listen to what everyone says, and that's pretty much it. Maybe that's a generalization, but yes, I've done my homework, and if you ask me, many women historically probably have had problems, as men have historically, problems, issues, oppression, if you will. Actually, I think what it has been is our different roles to survive in society. But if you ask me, all those problems that women have had, some problems, doesn't compare with one enormous issue that men have had to deal with for hundreds of years: the draft, war, conscription. You could pile up oppression on top of oppression, the worst oppression that women have had to endure. Over all of them, put them all together, doesn't compare with what's happening today, still, the 21st century, in America, around the world. Men are forced to fight and die and be maimed simply because they're men. And I believe that's unconstitutional. I took a law class about the law and gender studies, and I believe it's excused under the clause that in the best interest of the state. So I guess you can have a constitution and have all these amendments that guarantee rights, unless, of course, they have a little exception. Okay, if you're a male, sorry. Granted, all these oppressions that you women have had to experience, sorry, it doesn't come close to what men have experienced and are still experiencing now. Men are still obligated to sign up for the selective service, and it's not equal protection under the law. Women are protected. They have special privilege because they're women, and you just can't win this one. Good. Give me a couple of sentences, but if you are equality-minded, you have to agree with me on this. You know that debtors' prisons are still alive and well in this country, in the civilized world? That is if you're a father who can't pay child support. Even if it's paternity fraud. Even if that child you thought was yours turns out not to be yours, you're still on the hook for this, for child support. You feminists out there believe in reproductive rights for men. Now, this is another equal protection question. Women have the right to have an abortion, give up their child for adoption. They could even just drop it off at one of these safe hospitals. If they don't want their baby, just drop it off. No questions asked. No slap in the wrist. Not even a slap in the wrist. No jail. Certainly no child support. But I'd like to see if a man could do that. Could a man do that? No, a man cannot do that. A man is forced to do the bidding of the mother. Whatever she chooses for this man's life to be, or this child's life to be or not to be, it's all up to her. So she has all the choices. Men have no choices. This is wrong. Of course, men should have reproductive rights. Upon knowledge of him learning that he's going to be a father of a child, there's got to be paternity proof, paternity test. If he's shown to be the father or possible father, he should have the choice to say, no, I don't want to be a father. And guess what, lady? Now the ball's in your court, or the child's in your womb. And if you choose to have this child, I wish you good luck, because you're going to have to pay for it on your own. And the government shouldn't have to do it either. Because, frankly, they don't help men pay for children. But they do for women. Again, unequal protection, special privilege for women. I hate these little unsaid things. I listened to this psychologist on the radio, Dr. Joy Brown, and so many times I'll hear someone say, even the child, a lot of times the child would say, or a grown-up child would say, my dad left us. My dad left us when I was 10 or when I was 5. And, all right, where did you get that knowledge from? You were 5. Did mommy say Dad left us? Well, Dad left someone. Dad left the house for what reason we don't know. Usually, today, women initiate 2/3 of divorces. But whatever the case, a couple breaks up, a marriage breaks up. Sure, that father did not want to leave the home. It's his home. Usually family court makes him leave his home. And usually what stays in the home with the mother, in almost all cases, the children. So let me see, this poor father doesn't want to leave his children, but he has to, because the court says he has to leave his home. He still loves his children, but to the child, Dad's leaving us. Unfortunate, but the truth is, he's leaving a marriage. And if men had equal rights in this world, the government would enforce and protect his rights to his children equally. So we need shared parenting in that, barring unusual circumstances, mom and dad get equal custody arrangements with their children, and no child support. Why would child support be needed if they're both sharing the expenses and responsibilities? Feminists, that is a big one of their big points is that we want to free women from the children, the responsibility of children. We want men to share this responsibility. But why aren't you telling this to family courts? Because you don't really want that, do you? Well, let's hear from you. Feminists, do you believe in shared parenting? Huh? Let's get these children off you poor women's backs. We gladly would like our children half the time. And we would like back our child support money too. Fair? Don't like fair, huh? How about this other thing? Feminists, I just listening to a radio program about the pre-sexualization of young girls, adolescents. I agree, it's true, but is that, maybe it is a feminist issue? Maybe it is. Maybe it's a men's rights issue, because daughters are our children too. But it's not men that's doing this; it's women that are promoting this. I mean, these little girls are just smaller versions of their mothers. What are their mothers obsessed with? Losing weight, clothing, accessories, shoes, pocketbooks, clothing, lingerie. Obsessed with it all. Men are not obsessed with this stuff. We know nothing about it. You women drive this whole thing. So I believe I had mentioned this to a mother. What on earth are you buying a 10-year-old a thong for? Oh, because it'll show panty lines if you don't have a thong. Well, what's wrong with panty lines, first of all? And why do you even have panty lines? Do you have to wear pants that are so tight that you see panty lines? You don't need to do any of this. It's all on you. We agree with you. Stop this craziness. Wear regular clothing like men wear, okay? If you don't want to be pre-sexualized or sexualized or hounded or looked at, wear regular clothes. Wear what men wear. Wear this. Wear jeans, okay? You don't see my panty lines? I don't have any problems, okay? Well, until next time, I would really like to hear you feminists give me your opinions and stances, viewpoints on the draft. Should women be drafted? Or maybe if you believe in affirmative action, maybe we need to get more women in, so maybe next war we should draft maybe 75% women. We got to get them in, man. The opportunities are there. Also, shared parenting. Equality, baby. Come on, you feminists. Let's get on a bandwagon. Equality bandwagon. Shared parenting. Reproductive rights. Come on. We all need reproductive rights. I mean, should any government or man or woman force another human being into fatherhood or parenthood? You don't like that idea, do you? So we don't like it either. Men don't like it either. We're going to have our equal rights at some point. I just want to wrap it up. Please give me all your comments, your viewpoints, and this is where the rubber hits the road. No more BS here. What's your viewpoint? Take care.